There's a skill that was taught in every school 100 years ago and quietly removed from almost every curriculum by the 1970s. Not because it stopped working, but because it made people too independent, too hard to influence, too good at thinking for themselves. And in the last few years, with social media, AI, and infinite content, we've moved even further away from it. Most people have completely forgotten it exists. But the few who still practice it, they're almost unfair to argue with. Think about the last time you had a conversation where someone said something you disagreed with. What did you do? If you're honest, you probably felt a flash of emotion. Maybe you thought about what you were going to say next instead of actually listening. Maybe you looked it up on your phone. Maybe you just nodded and moved on. That's not a character flaw. That's what happens when nobody ever trains you to think inside an argument, in real time, under pressure, without a search bar. The skill is called dialectical reasoning. And before you tune out, it's not an academic concept. It's the simplest thing in the world. It's the ability to hold two opposing ideas in your head at the same time, examine both without flinching, and arrive at a better conclusion than either side started with. Socrates used it. Lincoln used it. Charlie Munger built a $300 billion portfolio using a version of it he called inverting. And you can learn the core of it. A few years ago, I was in a meeting where two smart people were arguing about whether our team should take a big risk, a new project, high upside, high chance of failure. One person had a spreadsheet proving it would work. The other had a gut feeling it wouldn't. They went back and forth for 40 minutes. Neither moved. Then a third person, quieter than both, said something that stopped the room. He said, "What would have to be true for both of you to be right?" That one question, that's dialectical reasoning. It didn't dismiss either side. It found the tension between them and turned it into something useful. We made the decision in 10 minutes, and it was the right one. Here's how to actually build this. 3 steps. 1. When you hear an opinion, especially one you disagree with, don't respond yet. Ask yourself, what's the strongest version of this argument? Not the weakest, the strongest. This is called steelmanning, and it's the opposite of what social media rewards. 2. Find the contradiction in your own position. Every belief you hold has a blind spot. Find it before someone else does. 3. Ask the question that third person asked. What would have to be true for both sides to be right? That question alone will make you the smartest person in most rooms. Here's what nobody tells you about intelligence. It's not about knowing more. It's about being less certain, faster. The smartest people I've ever met don't have better answers. They have better questions, and they got there by practicing something most people abandoned in 4th grade. Start today. Pick one belief you hold strongly. About money, relationships, your career, anything. Spend 5 minutes writing down the best argument against it. Not to change your mind, just to understand the shape of what you believe. That's it. That's the practice. Do it once a week, and in 6 months, you'll think in a way most people never will. If this helped, share it with one person who argues with emotion instead of logic. They need it more than you do.